Creating your classroom awards does not have to be overwhelming or expensive. You can literally do it all on Canva for free using your free Canva teacher education account. So let's go over the different ways you can create and find student awards in Canva. One of my favorite ways is to use a pre-made template. But first, you would have to either search for that template or create a design and search for it that way. So we're going to go ahead and just create our own design, and we're going to search for a worksheet. And let's go ahead and just do landscape. Now, if you don't want to create one from scratch, look over here under design. You can either search my name, Teresa Quant, and you will find some templates here. This is one fun award template that I've created. It is a berry and fruit themed template design. There's 20 of them included. You can obviously duplicate pages and make more, but these awards are already created for you. So you don't need to go through and find your different awards or create them. They're already one and done. Now, if you needed more, you could create more by clicking the three little dots, duplicate page, and then you could come up with your own fruit or vegetable theme. So I might click here, info, view collection. Maybe we see, oh, what about like a pomegranate? And then you're thinking, well, what kind of award could you do with pomegranate? Well, I'm going to go ahead and click on this text box and then click magic right here. And I'm going to do a custom prompt and say, I need a pomegranate themed class award. And then I don't have to really think of what that award is. Pomegranate perseverance, awesome. So I may just do that. Now you can change the size of the font, whatever you want. But I kind of like this because you do have to persevere to open a pomegranate, right? But now I quickly added a new award to this set without having to reinvent the wheel. And then it's very easy. You can just add your own text boxes here and add a student's name. So I might add Kaylee here. Avocado of all trades presented to Kaylee for being talented in many areas and well-rounded. And then we should have changed here pomegranate perseverance presented to the student for never giving up when faced with challenges. Then you can go ahead and print these, and they look so cute when you print them on cardstock. But look, you didn't even have to reinvent the wheel. It was all right here for you, and with your Canva education account, totally free. But let's go ahead and see, maybe there's other templates you're interested in. So what you could do is you could go home, click templates here, and then under the search bar, we're going to do class awards and just see what we come up with. Oh, look, there's so many different ones you can choose from. What I like about mine is that they're all themed and they have a different berry or a different fruit for each award. But you might try, maybe you like this design or certificate of achievement. You can go through and see which ones you like. Or another option, you could create from scratch. So you're going to click create worksheets. And then over here in elements, you can think of the type of award you're wanting to create. So maybe you want to give one to a student who is very good at soccer or sports or something like that. So you might just look for sports and see what kind of clip art or images you have and just start designing your template that way. I kind of liked this here. And then maybe you want to create a fun little background. So I might do patterned background. You can tell that this is just going to take a lot more time because you are thinking through every single award rather than using one that was already there, right? So I kind of like this. And then I'm going to make it my background like this. I'm going to layer this to the back. And then I'm going to go ahead and add an element here. Probably white would look best, maybe with a thin border. And then, of course, I want to bring this to the front, layer bring forward. And you can design your award this way, add a fun text box. Maybe you want to call this like athlete award or the sports star. I kind of like that better. And then you can change this to be any type of font that you want. I usually like to go to display here because you can find all the different display fonts that they have. And when we're working with an award, we want this one to kind of stand out a little bit. I like that, but maybe we can go with, let's see if there's like a sports themed. Ooh, like varsity. Yeah, that one's kind of good. Sports world, maybe varsity. So you can kind of see how you can make these different awards to match whatever kind of theme you're going for. It just takes a lot more time if you're starting from scratch. But this will actually end up being very cute. What if you wanted a digital interactive award or a certificate? You can actually do that with Canva Code. This is a new feature, and if you don't have it yet, you will soon because they are rolling it out to everyone in the next month or so. So I'm going to come to my home screen here and choose Canva AI and then code for me. And you can literally tell it exactly what you're looking for. I need 25 different digital classroom awards for students. Okay, so here's what I said. I said I need 25 different digital classroom awards for students where I can insert different names for each award. I want the awards colorful and to be school themed. I want lots of confetti and some interaction. So let's just see what it does for us. So here is what it gave for me, and it even gave an option to print all the awards, but isn't this cool? So I can type the student name here for outstanding achievement and dedication. So you can put student names here, reading champion. Look at that fun confetti. I love that. Math wizard. Ooh, kind communicator. I just love this and think that this would be so fun for students and make it kind of different than what you usually do throughout the year. So let's see what this looks like within the design and how we could print them. So I'll click use and design. All right, and so I guess you could have this up on a screen and you could double click. It will tell me I have to double click to interact. See if I scroll over, double click to interact right there on the top. So I'll double click and that's when I can start adding the student names, right? After I looked over the digital awards, I realized I couldn't figure out the print function and I still don't know if I can. So I don't know. That part might be useless at the moment. But I did ask it to change when I click on the award that it zooms in on it. And I like that because you could then present these to the class and click on them one at a time. They feel a little more special. So ahead of time, you could go in and double click, add the students' names, right? So that they have the name pre-loaded in there. And then when you go and share these with your class, you would add them to a design. Probably wouldn't add the names until it was actually in the design because that's more of the test mode. But you can go here and you can go ahead and add, double click to interact, add the student names here. And then I love that it zooms in. So you would pre-add these names so that when you present them to the class, they show up a lot easier. Awesome. Now, if I were to click on each one of these, they have cute confetti, star student for outstanding achievement and dedication. Love that. Reading champion for exceptional reading progress. Math wizard for excellence in mathematics. This is just a fun way to show your students their awards at the end of the year, or even you could have your students, you could give them this assignment and they can award it to their own classmates and share it in a group and say, this is who I would award star student. This is who I would award most improved or creative writer or creative thinker. Just a different idea to incorporate awards into your classroom. Thank you for following along and make sure to check out the links in the description. You'll find a direct link to those fruit-themed classroom awards in Canva, as well as links to Canva courses for teachers, or if you're interested in learning how to sell your own classroom resources, I have a whole membership for that and you can join for just $1. Make sure to check those links out and to follow me on social media. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed what you learned today.